From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium.
State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And here we go from LA. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now,
make sure. What is... Yeah, okay, I'm like RB still protect the ball. Okay.
it's the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive.
I thought that gap was
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29.
Yes, sir.
Provides to Marcus Robinson. He's going to be brought down at the 22.
That's crazy.
Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go with Williams on the counter. They'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9.
Oh, you kidding me?
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Alright. Looking for Puka Nakua, maybe.
Stafford now against the blitz.
Easy.
That's caught for the 1st. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
These new kids.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away.
That's hilarious.
And this one will not make it to the landing zone.
No,
so the same isn't going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Up the gut they go with Williams.
Yeah, you better.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
I'm good.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Stafford from the gun.
Oh, what are you looking at, my
There's a
boy?
man there. It's intercepted.
Protect.
And the Rams get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Bag it.
The man is there to knock that away. Looking to clear the target on that throw. And it sets up second down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
All right.
They motion Kump over right. On second down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Heading to the clear again. This time we got somebody over there.
Throwing is Stafford on third.
I'm still going for it.
He hauls the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
All right.
A quarter down. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range.
How do I don't want to take it to the reverse side.
They stay on the ground with Williams.
Dang,
He's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from a college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase the play on the
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. That should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They take the handoff now. Stafford.
Double. Yes, sir.
That's incomplete, so that's going to bring it 4th down.
How hard it is to get an open look downfield. Can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
I said I'm going for it, huh?
defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Stafford gonna go on 4th.
That's just what Burger's going to do.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's crazy.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, Stafford.
Yes, sir.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Reverse.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Yes, sir.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
Cam.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati.
Can I get the ball? No, of course not.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to run it with Brown.
And they give to Brown on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. Open man is Yoshibas. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The This is Brown going up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That was on first.
Another run for Brown on second down.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. Got him in. It's Brown.
Yes, sir.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Hey.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Am I tripping? Okay.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He's going to have to hook up with the chase. He's into the secondary. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 31 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Well, it's not for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Robinson cut.
Stafford now to throw.
Dang it.
Taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Dang.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Play action. Stafford. Flush to his right.
Yes, sir.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
I pressed the wrong button. I could have sprinted there a little quicker.
They're boring out a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go with Williams.
No!
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you get a lot of antacids on the sideline.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big play.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Oh my gosh, that was on verse.
Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow on play action. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
Yes, sir.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Play action. It's Burrow.
Oops.
And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. And he backs it away.
Of course,
Falls
used
down
all the time.
incomplete.
Smart man, smart
First
man.
half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Cup in the cool.
Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Robinson. Cool.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Yeah, I'm good at that. You ain't getting this
As he
time.
releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
No, how do I tell? Okay, I guess that works like that.
To throw is Stafford.
Oh!
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a
I think I
yard.
might just run it with Stafford.
To the air again, Stafford.
No!
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down
and I forgot
yardage. It
that was
goes as a
another
gain
throw.
of 9,
That's
and it
hilarious.
moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Robinson all by himself
Stafford.
right now. Dang, I keep pressing the
As he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Dang it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. After driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
I don't know if
This
that's
offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again.
No, wait. I don't want to hold that low.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Dang.
And it's just going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and that will keep the lead at 8. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Burrow.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this will
What we
be
doing?
incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go
Dang,
on 4th
I knew that
down.
drop was
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls
it's
incomplete.
not happening.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Burrow will throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 51 yards. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is.
Oh, I should have
Yeah, it's
used
really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Got to find line when you send up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's Stafford.
Wait!
His throw incomplete. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now.
I mean
Feet,
traditional.
arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Got his man. It's Williams. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
What's that like? Shot there. I figured it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford.
Yeah, he didn't throw it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock
Why did I
down.
do that?
You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again.
Ain't no way
the rest of the
he's
game.
throwing the ball.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it going. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score on the fumble return.
I wanted to jump
Touchdown,
for it, but I pressed the
LA.
wrong button, dude.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That's him. Yeah.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Dang it.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds.
That's crazy.
The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
Wait, what is going on?
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed a touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll forgive. Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Should have juked.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Stafford.
Isn't that caught?
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Man open is Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st down. Throwing again is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Wait, what did I just raise? I don't even know.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to pull that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here we go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Sack really doesn't work in my favor, but
Here
I just
we go
want to.
with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down.
How do you flip out of here?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Stafford.
Oops, I didn't even press that at all.
Oh, and that's going to
That's a
sabotage their comeback
cheese.
plans. It's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
That's so
Well, you
good.
had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Oh, and then there's shotguns. But I'm gonna go. Okay, no.
Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win. And the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most. And they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Yeah, access to that, but I gotta hold it. Okay. Now. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Yeah, it's just kicking back to normal. Yeah, this classic. Alright, maybe I could beat these people. I tried it. Key stuff. Not for me. Not right now.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Somebody with another mic. Dang, brother. Time to show who the better team.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA.
Yep.
And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game.
Look at our beautiful stadium. The best.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
This guy.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford.
Give me that.
That's on target.
I guess I pressed the wrong button.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play.
Mic on.
And it brings up an LA first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game.
Hang on a second.
Pause for a second.
We can change headsets since you want to talk so bad.
Oh. You about to be paused for a sec, or what you doing?
I love that.
So what did I say? Wait, I don't know what he said. Especially right now.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
We're gonna go Kyron. That man pressing.
From the red zone now.
Oh my gosh. Huh? Oh, that's a rip. You already know the Rams, the best team in the NFL ever. When the world ends, we're gonna go down. My first game, I scored one time and the man quit. I should have beat Ben. I don't know if he left on purpose or because I don't know, because that was the first person, like I said, was a rage quitter, so that made sense. But him, I don't know if he just lost connection. I don't know. It's the same guy? I don't even know.
This is the NFL on EA
Yes, sir.
Sports.
Look at that beautiful
We're 10
stadium.
miles south
It
of
looks
downtown
just
LA.
like that.
As you get a look
Exactly
inside
outside.
SoFi
It's
Stadium here
Looks
in
like that
Inglewood.
inside too. And we get the ball. Yes, sir. Ooh, Detroit.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates.
It never
set
looked
to
like
get
that in the
this one
stadium, though.
going.
That's the only sad part.
And off we go from SoFi.
I
And
see
he'll
no
work
blocks,
this
and then
one
I try to
at
go
the 25,
protect the ball at the same time.
228-yard line.
That's right. Yeah.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's see if he knows. Audible, come on, please. I'm like, thank you. Hey.
On the ground for the Notre Damer, Kyron
Take that,
Williams.
take that, 5 yards.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
You try another run. Most people don't let me run that far. This is for free.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with
He
Williams.
tried to get there.
And nothing doing on that run.
He had to back
They'll
up
get
away.
back
He
to
had
the
to
line of
back up
scrimmage.
away.
Nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain.
It's free for a limited time.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's
Easy.
Stafford.
Give me that.
Taken in by Higbee.
Give me the cover
A gain
right
there
there.
of 10 yards. Good for a Rams 1st
Oh,
down.
he did have somebody, but they too high. up
These
there.
third down
Cover that.
conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on
I was
third down.
trying to
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, L.A.
Let's talk about Steve Avila. Block.
Williams
Oh, yeah.
gets it on
Oh,
the
yeah.
draw.
Oh, you lucky.
And a pickup
Like I
of
can
3
he can
or
pick
maybe
him up.
4. Jack Campbell, the former
It's
first-round
the
pick.
best run in the
They're
league so
wrapping
far.
up.
Not a quick pass.
Here's
Okay.
2nd and
It
6.
is what it is.
Now it's Stafford.
Woo! Open in the
Now
middle.
inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He got some
A
good.
give, and here comes Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9.
So he got some good,
It'll bring up
some
2nd
good
down.
passers.
It's another run here for Williams. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, L.A. A terrific way to start
watch
this
my
one.
defense
Not
go.
only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting
Oh, my
a game
gosh, that
offensively.
is
To be able to
really hard.
sustain
Okay.
that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Oh yeah, they definitely made kicking harder. They finally did it.
So the lead
Oh,
stands at 6-0. And
I'm
this
so
one
mad.
is kicked off.
Well, at least I got it.
Here's Craig
legal
Reynolds
this
to
time.
return. He'll work his way across the
See that
25-yard
thing
line.
like this? The same way he was like, that thing was too fast yesterday. That thing is stupid fast. It's been like that forever for some years. It's been a minute. So
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Let's see on Kobe. Get him,
Right to
Kobe.
the air. Here's
Let's
Goff.
get him. Oh, that sucks.
Open man. It's Jameson
They
Williams.
will switch me to the
They'll mark him
linebacker.
down just shy of the
That was
40.
just unfortunate.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming now.
So after one, the Rams out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment.
First time somebody didn't quit on me as soon as I scored. Come on, throw an interception.
From the 39, they
you
come
know what
up
I'm doing.
on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff.
Oh, what are you doing?
Down the field, he's got St. Brown.
He's right there.
Will score.
That's the one time the computer said
St. Brown.
the computer usually in the area
Detroit.
and they know what this man. What is you doing? I know they ain't with the spoon. I know we ain't signed you back for you to do that. Not to me.
Now Goff leads the
Don't you hate
Lions
that?
for a 2-point drop.
In the area, what is you doing?
He'll drop to throw.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
he's
will
still
get
falling.
in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line.
It was my
and
fault
add
because
a
I
pair
should
of
have
points.
changed to him, but I don't like doing. I mean, I didn't have to this whole time do user pick. I'm like, the computer's right there. Stupid thing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
Oops. Dang.
And he's down
Hey,
at
you done blocked my
23, and that's where the offense will take over.
He got so lucky.
Drive
Yes,
begins
sir.
with a run by Williams.
Yes, sir. Oh, I supposed to. I pressed the wrong button.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard
I
line.
should have spun a game.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's
Come in
important to
hard,
point out,
man.
Mike,
Get off
his
of me.
offensive play caller, he's still working off that
Go ahead,
opening
let's not
script.
come
It
in
doesn't
the NFL.
necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation,
Get it
using
next
run
time.
game
I'm
and
ready.
pass.
Very
Unmask the
Sanders.
defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Yeah, just get rid of that.
Trying
Let
to
me see
avoid
that.
the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and
Alright,
10.
Cup ain't never. Oh, Cup has been here before.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Who is that?
And he just does get that one away.
I forgot who that
Chase
was.
down,
Who that
forced
was?
the awkward
Who that
throw.
was?
Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
So, after 2 straight incompletions,
All right,
here's
Cup and
3rd
Robinson.
and 10.
I usually get new crew when they're
Working out of the
here.
gun, Stafford
Oh, I pressed the wrong button
taking the
again.
deep shot here with Robinson. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
His offense
I wanna
has
go
to
for it
find a
again,
way to
man.
be better on 1st and 2nd down,
Oh
like
my
living in these
God.
3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, yeah, let's say
And he
fumble
looks
that.
up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold
Yeah,
on to the ball.
good.
He was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. First and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single...
Put the pressure on them. I'll try a blitz early instead of third down.
Trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Goff. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Tampa 2.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10.
I'm on you, bud. I'm coming.
He's got his plan. That's Laporta. And he's going to be ready out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 31 yards.
That's crazy. Come on, pick your play.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. To go, first half in a 2-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Second and 7. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff.
That
one intercepted.
Dang it.
Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, Stafford.
Oh my gosh.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, and now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one on target to Cup.
I was like, I hope
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Oh shoot! I forgot this clock be
Here's
running.
Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
The Lions get the ball. Or is it me?
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Reynolds now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yeah, you better audible.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff.
Yes, sir. I always been going to do that in the real game, but hey, we're taking in this one.
The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Yeah.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will up the lead to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first and 10, here's Goff. Now right on the heels of the big six, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might have a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Oh, I get the point? Yeah.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kicks away.
There we go. I don't know what that kick is different
now
about.
on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Oh, I forgot it's not the Chargers. That was everywhere. So you show who the better LA team. Dang it, I was on first. Yeah, find that open. Find the gap in my zone.
Off to throw on first down.
Yeah.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it. That chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
And I'm on the front lines.
Goff.
Bruh, why did I do that? I was
trying to avoid the rush there. As he threw with a pass.
This is too easy.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Goff to throw.
Good job.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
You made sure.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
He must have flipped it.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Next time. Third down.
Set to go now on first and 10. Goff.
Yes, sir. All I need is forward.
Down he goes.
Forward, get the job done.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
I wish I did it reverse now.
Now, Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be third down. To throw is Goff. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And this stays a two-score game.
There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
And the run there. Get him 5 yards.
Should I lay him out? I'm not going to lay him out. Go with Christoph. I used to love quarterback draw when I was playing as Packers back in the day. I mean quarterback draw, run plays. Oh my gosh, I messed up.
And That one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
3rd and 9. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, I was like, I want to do a split screen. I need
3rd
to get
down
this.
and 9.
I used to love split screens. So when it worked.
Stafford.
Oh my gosh.
And that is incomplete.
As soon as he
When you
got
get
caught
the
up.
ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with the touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Raymond gonna return it. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Goff.
I was just lucky I got picked up.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh my gosh.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
Easy.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's trying to get some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forcing 4th down.
Yep.
Stafford to throw it.
Oh, that was
That
crazy.
is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Oops. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
In these critical moments in a game, like, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
They'll drop to throw.
Yes, sir.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. And that's what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack. And now you're done.
It'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. One more time for Williams. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
This one all but over. Here's third down. Now Stafford on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On play action, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So it's a win here for the Rams. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.
Mike, your voice sounds way deeper than what it sound on TV. I tell you that much. No mercy. You better know your football.
Yeah, I ain't out on my lonesome.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the
Yes,
NFL's
sir.
newest
That's
and
a
the world's
monkey,
most
home court
expensive
advantage.
stadium.
State-of-the-art
Home court
SoFi
advantage.
here in Inglewood, California.
I think this is right.
Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go from LA. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that return right near the 25.
Oh, man, he choked me.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Cut ball along.
They fake the handoff now. Safford.
Dang it.
I knew that was going. Dante Jackson takes it away.
I need to figure
So
out.
the first drive of the game ends not in points drop, but in INT.
And I get it, opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Offense in the hurry up here. Ross off the play fake. It's caught. That's Williams. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. It's taken in by Williams. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Working quickly here.
I don't know how to audible fast.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's going to run for it. He slides down with enough to
I
pick up that
realized at the
first.
last second what he was doing.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. Wilson now off the play action.
Give me that.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong
This is
direction.
why I play on the line. I can't trust computers. They wouldn't do that all the time. I need them sacks.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yard here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. That throw finds Pickens. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 3rd and goal, Wilson.
Yes, sir. Oh, he's lucky.
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, all alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Smith on the return. This return makes it up to the 25.
So kickoff, it don't ever seem like there's no opening.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment.
Do I want that? We on the right
Time
side?
for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football.
Okay.
They have it on 2nd and short.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Off the play
try.
fake, it's Stafford.
I pressed it at the wrong
It's another
time.
first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers are stopped on the return and now have it at the opposing 45. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Yeah, hurry up offense. That's what they call it.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. Spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Russ now from the gun. His ball's cut by Pickens. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard. That play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those types of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. He rolls to his right.
Oh my gosh.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Russell Wilson with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Yeah, they still got time.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return.
Come on, what are you doing?
Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another interception into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Smith on the return.
Dang.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams.
Oh.
And what a hit there. She faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I tried to do whatever that was.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Stafford.
Hold that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Dang it!
This one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Okay, no, that's all right. That's all right. Okay.
Off the play fake, he'll throw.
Dang it.
It's tipped away and it's gonna hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
I'm tripping.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Yes. Get to him.
They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20.
I did do the same play that time.
He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Okay. Now Stafford to throw. Finds his back, Kyron Williams.
I should have kept running. I'm tripping.
Down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Is that tap? Okay.
They go play action here. Interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
You come here and do the job. Give me the safety.
Buying some time right. They get it right back. That's intercepted.
Find a man to be.
And the Rams are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
You think so? Ooh, look at you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taken in by Harris. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Definitely an Irish show.
Offense in the hurry up here. Now Wilson on the play fake.
Oh, that's crazy.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Working quickly here.
Oh, shit. I didn't
1st down. Here's Russ. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. This is Harris on 2nd down.
Ain't no way.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Yes, sir.
Defender right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's the wrong button.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Going right side, Harris with it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on third, Wilson. Takes the grab in bounds, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Stafford now on first down. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of the defense.
I didn't start juking.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford.
Oh my God.
Oh no, they get him yet again.
As soon as he left.
And he's gonna go. It's a big 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
I don't even know what the what's the name button is. Hurry up. Offense.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
I don't even know what this is.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Not what I wanted. What the heck?
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with.
Yeah, this is what
Back
happens.
to the line they go. It's second down.
A pro at this.
Stafford now. Throw complete to Williams. He gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Was that supposed to hold RB? Yeah.
Now, hang on a minute. I'm upset for this quarterback. They just declined that call, Brock.
Boy, if I was the quarterback who threw the incompletion and my coach declined it, I'd be right over there asking for an explanation, or maybe his resignation.
Wait.
4th and forever coming up.
No, dang, I pressed.
Stafford gonna go on 4th. That's
pressed
complete.
Wilson.
Screenplay. Jukes one defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running right, it's Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford from the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. He gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up an LA first down. Working inside the red zone.
Oh my gosh, that's
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd.
Give me that. Come on,
Touchdown,
man.
LA! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hand. A lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Sure, double slants.
So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. He's throwing for it.
I knew it.
And they pick him off again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers can't add much to that interception as the return stopped at the 5.
Oh, I didn't even press that. Oh my gosh. Why isn't he doing an onside kick? They know what I'm supposed to be doing. Whatever.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
I'm looking at who's open, and I just pressed the wrong button.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate. There's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
He ran for that.
Running it after the penalty.
That's not a good track.
Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Trying to score another touchdown.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away.
He's like, I did my job.
He has it at the 22. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Stafford. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. He was fighting the blocker. He kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Stafford. It's taken in by Williams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now Stafford again. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers.
Try hard.
Well, you win, Brock, you get to celebrate. You lose, it's all about diagnosing the root causes of it quickly and then moving on.
You know, Kate, in Super Bowl 57, I thought Jalen Hurts totally nailed it. He's so spot on with his leadership when he said, it's after a loss. He said, we're either winning or we're learning. You're not really losing. If you have a losing mentality, you don't move forward. You learn and you move on from it in this league.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Yeah, bombs. Would have guessed it. Go back. This one dumb. What am I looking for? I guess right stick. What's the button for hurry up buttons? I guess I have to get right. Especially on the this bond players that's like me. Don't worry. I'm finna beat the bonds players. They had to see how good I was when they put me up against a real opponent. And they saw, yeah, bronze.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia.
Yeah, let me get the ball first.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
It's just dumb. It's like, it's always 5 days behind. So, like, if you look at the watch hours as of like right now, it says over 3,000, but like under the studio app, it's like, nah, you ain't got it.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Oh, wait, Saquon.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up. 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley.
Oh my gosh.
This
Carson
will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for.
Dang it.
And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Something like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to the Browns home.
Why did I turn it down again? I don't remember.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They got 5, huh?
They begin the drive with Williams.
Dang.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. Everybody, there's been a couple of people that have been doing hit stick. And it don't matter whether they're doing hit stick or not. I'm pressing the protect ball button. I've been doing it the whole time.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd.
That's why sometimes people catch me because I'm trying to do protect ball and sprint at the same time.
Action. Here's Stafford.
Oh my gosh. Could I let that anymore?
Darius Slay with a pick.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They go play action with Hurts.
Roseboom, he didn't take advantage of. Sub him out. It's crazy, right?
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Catch him off balance. He did. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Barkley inside.
Oh my gosh.
Unable to corral him. And he is into the end zone.
I'm tripping. Why am I acting like this is not the Eagles? Yeah, the.
Touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles have taken
I decided to watch March Madness. It was decent. Then USC did not do their job, but it's okay though. We'll beat UConn. We'll take UConn on. Oh, dang.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get
Ain't nobody blocking him.
See if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Dang it.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Wait, how do I... Okay, whatever.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Brother, it sucks.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I apparently got to remember how to audible. Because I was trying to change DeMarcus Robinson.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for
Oh my God, yeah.
Punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
He said was March Madness. I know you lying.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Cause I need more time.
So here's a 1st and
I don't
10
trust the
at
pocket.
38.
I try to do like real life, you know, they back up some and then, you know, out of the pocket a little bit, you know.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion.
Oops, I pressed the, oh my gosh, I pressed the wrong stick. Yeah, nah, ain't no way. I was finna quit.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I was like, that'd be hit him, and they finna still give him the day.
Knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I know. Oh, of course. What am I doing? Saquon Barkley.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because
what would he do again? Nah, he probably don't. No.
Let's face it, coming into the game, they knew
this might be a run.
point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
Oh, of course, it's a screen pass. I was like trying to think. What's the other thing?
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Y'all ain't doing this year again anyway, that's all I know.
On the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
No, you funny. This is not an accurate representation of the Rams.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Caught left side, Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about
the Falcons will never play like this. You're funny,
It's simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
Get it!
Nice
Oh, no.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford.
Oh my gosh.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Alright, you got it, brother.
Giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You got it. Bro. I'm a little baby. Three and 3. I'll be right back. One more game, probably. Ooh. There's I just try to respect everybody around us because our walls are very thin. So
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland.
Hopefully we're not having no problems with our neighbors there. Yeah. Don't worry. The day will come when some of them are
Off
on.
we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Okay.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
I haven't done this in a while. I used to always pass my running back.
And stacked him up.
Throw right side.
Oh my gosh. Not him.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up
Not him falling down so I didn't have to do a spin move. That's annoying.
Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw.
Oh, yeah.
Tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to come one-on-ones downfield.
I guess.
When they're running with the ball, they think they're going to win those too.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
Oops, too far.
And that'll hit at the 5.
I always keep forgetting that part. Yeah, but are you a real football fan? I ain't played the football game on Cool Video, okay? Cut me some slack.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hello. Up now, light. Up now, life.
Across the formation left. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Aguilar. It's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon.
Can you hear him?
He's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive?
So far he looked like a bad player.
But in a favorable spot for them.
You don't hear him talking?
There, got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
I should have juked. I should have tried to juke.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Okay. Thank you.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
He talking on the phone. I'll change it.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams. 4 yards out.
Hey, please. I smell it.
On the road here in Baltimore.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends in offense.
Come get a whiff of this shit, please.
You should cash it in with points.
You should be able to hear it now. This thing is too difficult.
I got it for you, please. There you can't wait to see please violate the nigga. Hey, then look, please like 6'4", 6'5" here.
That's why everybody go for 2-point conversions nowadays, because trying to kick for
to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
My man's just sound like he got off of work and he's just having casual conversation.
Hey, I want you to fix your preview. Hey, I want you to fix your preview stomping right now, son.
Threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
Yeah, LA runs, baby.
Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
6-0 score after 1.
Right.
Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the
The only
Ravens
one I
in
remember is
possession,
video.
as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
I never forget video.
I kind of remember it. Like I remember that. I feel like I.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
Oh.
Throw there, and it's going to wind up in.
Derek was wide
Certainly
open.
appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage
That's
was too
good.
good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
What the fuck?
All the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
I do not.
This is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen,
Yeah, no, he definitely let the game. He made that very clear.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous.
All right, this is a better player. Supposedly, he got some experience.
Inglewood. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5.
Oh, I might rip that out.
Across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, they'll
Get him.
Let's go. Oh, they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer on this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
This guy.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And they're going to give him again. Remarkable. Not back to start the game. 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. This opening drive not going as scripted. In his 3rd.
Yes, sir.
The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Oh, did I mess that up?
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end
No.
that time. And that'll set up 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it from his own end zone. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. If that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, his defense...
I gotta try to hold the ball and then juke left. Okay, he got off that block dummy pass.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I pressed the wrong button. Oh my gosh, bro.
But as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric team.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to
Press
play
the
another down. He has pressure.
press the right button this time.
Instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape. He tries to get creative.
Huh?
He ends up losing a lot more yards than he should.
Marlon Humphrey, the man there, to break that one up.
Didn't that ball just say Cooper Kupp was wide?
Tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate
Yeah, I think
pressure on
so.
this secondary. Let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Buddy, I could have scored.
First carry.
I did that early.
Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. He's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys...
What you mean get a touchback?
So the first part...
safety? Yes, man. I was like, what you talking about?
But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
So we've come to the end of a fairly
Same thing.
opening quarter.
No, you got me thinking about when I kicked it. I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to get touched back.
Second down, it's Stafford.
Easy touchdown. That's a touch. Damn, no, they not.
Play that moves them down to the 1. Back to throw is Stafford. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll take it on in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Low limber. That's crazy.
It resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2.
Why is like on the second kick, it don't move? It's crazy.
They come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A return now from the 4. And be brought down past the 25. Decent field position.
Thank you.
Here's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on.
Oh, yeah, good job, Roseman. He won't do another good game.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively. I mean, just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Henry.
Oh, come on. See, that's a truck stick and sometimes not good. That could have been a little less short if I just went for regular tackle.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson.
Look at that.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I think get a lot up in
The
here.
punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. Now,
Look at that.
and his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Cup in motion.
Thank you.
They run over center with Williams. He'll take this down inside the 30. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man.
See, that's what I've been trying to do all day earlier. It's coming close, but yeah, always soon to say I'm doing it the wrong time, huh? Ain't no way. Who let him? Can I see a replay? That's gonna be a touchdown.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them.
I don't remember who it was, but whoever I was gonna throw, they was open too.
To throw on 2nd down. In trouble.
It didn't work out like I wanted it to. Oops.
Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got it about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run.
Look at that.
Powering forward. He's in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, LA. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Take taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job.
I should have seen if the kick was going to be good and be easy the second time. Oh well.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
I was like, what is he be doing? Okay.
He'll drop to throw.
Dang it, I didn't mean to.
To the end zone.
See?
It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Washington.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you can see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that
He's like, I wanted that to float, but not really.
Field and catch their breath.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
It's not that I got greedy. It's just I don't know how the kicking works. Sometimes it do the whole little quick moving thing. Yeah, sometimes it don't. So
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now.
I feel like that's why people do the 2-point.
Throwing Jackson.
What the heck?
And that ball incomplete.
This offense continues to put anything together and score some points. They need to just take a step back. It is okay. We've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Now, deep ball for Bentley. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted.
Like, if you don't stand up.
By Quentin Lake.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking.
Alright. That was how I lost it. I play a little quick game it is. Yes, sir. You like this skin? Oh, never mind. It's bad. They didn't. It's annoying. I can't get this Diana skin. You get next time. And then I don't know where they get. Where did this Wonder Woman skin come from? I knew I wasn't tripping.
Now, isn't this an interesting match?
Oops. Hello? I think this game doing. Sure. Oh yeah, you're dead. That's crazy. That missed barely. Oh, that took way too long. That's crazy.
Feels like the market fell. Rain in my
Bye bye. Okay, sure. Oops. Sure. Oh, I charged that way too long. Oops. Sure. Good dodge.
anyone?
I need to know when I can get this Wonder Woman skin. My teammate skin is fire.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, I thought it didn't hit her at first. Bruh. Sure. Ain't no way y'all end up killing me before you died. Sure.
You cannot escape. Take this. Out of my way.
What are you doing? Quitter? Thank you. It's not quitting.
Earn my stock option.
Now, Let's see. Bruh. Just sucks. See, the headmaster's there. I must have missed it. Here's Coach Diana. Bruh, they don't got all the skins. It's a big rip. Maybe is it in the past? And I just forgot? Nah. Season 5 ends in 3 hours? That's kind of crazy. $59 more days with this game. That's what's up. Alright. Appreciate all y'all being here. Appreciate the subs, lurks, likes. If you haven't subbed, turn notification bells on. I guess I'll play Madden one more time tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we should be playing, what do they want to call it? Action RPG? I think it is. I should be playing this game right here. Oh wait, no, I'm big tripping. I keep forgetting it's the 8th. Okay, well, I guess I'll be playing Madden as long as I can. What do they want to call this? Action adventure. Is that what I call it? I can't wait. So yeah, this is y'all. I guess I could play this. Ain't no telling how long. Eventually I'm gonna play this. This other black game. Y'all have a good morning, afternoon, night. Deuces. because I'm gonna watch tomorrow. So, just keep that notification bell turned on. Peace.